what I have learned as a relationship coach about relationships. Hi, I'm Claudia Cantori. I am a relationship coach, and I support women in attracting and maintaining healthy, beautiful relationships. So, what I have seen is that at the core of being able to attract and more importantly maintain a healthy relationship is that we need to focus on feelings more than actions. Actions are a consequence of the way we feel. We act as a reaction or as a response to the way we feel always. So once you understand how somebody feels, you will understand why they behave the way they do, in the good and in the bad. And when we are experiencing negative feelings, we tend to say negative things, and we tend to either go into guilt or blame or shame or anger or frustration, all those negative emotions. And so once we understand that, then as partners, we can support in whatever way we can the shifting of that emotion, the relieving of that feeling, and we can use the same way for ourselves too. Once you do that, you become more empathic, and you also stop taking things so personally, which is extremely freeing, because you become much more empowered, you become much more grounded and stable in your being, you're less needing other people to please you. And also what's going to happen is that the other person is going to be able to open up even more easily, and that's how the bond will deepen over time that way. So literally we need to shift our perception, the core of our attention to the way we feel and the way our partner feels, and always encourage your partner to express whatever they feel about things that are important to them, so that there can be clear and fearless communication. Using things like stating the way you feel rather than pointing fingers is something that, because that way you will be able to ultimately to become emotionally intelligent, and so you will be able to de-escalate fights, diffuse conflict. You will be able to be more confident in the way you speak. You will be able to stand up for yourself more easily. Those are all signs that emotional intelligence that are going to absolutely be a life changer and literally the pillar of your healthy relationship. If you feel that there's a momentum growing within you that is particularly negative, then it needs to be shared. If there's a momentum of disappointment towards your partner, a momentum of disappointment, of anger, of resentment, then it needs to be shared, and it needs to be shared in a way in which you can explain the way you feel rather than pointing fingers. And so literally stating the emotion that you are experiencing, and instead of pointing fingers. So let's say, you can say, I feel really disappointed by what happened, rather than saying, you're terrible at this. If you're understanding the way the other feels, you can also predict their behavior much more easily. And that is not to manipulate at all, but to actually be able to receive them with greater love, with greater compassion. Also, I have created a free quiz for you to take, where you can see where you're at and in your healthy relationship attraction. And so that test is literally designed for you to see what are your points of strength and what are your points of weakness. So what things are already in alignment within you, and what things that you need a little bit of work with in order to be able to attract the healthy, soulful relationship that you always wanted. If you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, do all the usual things. In this channel, I talk about how to attract healthy love, and I'll see you all next time.